These are some of the students that are starting their higher education here at Sol Plaatje University in Kimberley. The numbers of those who are enrolling continues to rise. Since its first intake in 2014 of 124 students, this year the university expects the number to increase to over 7,000. Named after a South African intellectual, journalist, and founding member of the ANC, Sol Plaatje University is one of the only 2 universities built by the South Africa's democratic government. It has positioned itself in focusing its academic disciplines to the unique needs of the Northern Cape. This includes offering programs in ICT, mining, data science, and education. Its vice-chancellor and principal says the university is also starting to have a broader appeal to students from outside the Northern Cape.
About 30 to 33% of our students are from the Northern Cape. About a quarter of them are from our adjoining province, the Northwest. We're very popular with students from the Northwest. And then the rest are from the rest of the country, roughly 10%, roughly from each of the other provinces. So we are not just a Northern Cape university, we are a national university. And I think also, in my view, we've done a lot in terms of socializing the university as a university for the youth, a university where we care for the students, where we give the necessary support.
Being a university in one of the country's poorest provinces also means many students need financial support.
A large proportion of young people in the Northern Cape come from very dysfunctional families, single parent families, very poor. I traverse the Northern Cape quite regularly. I visited the outpost of the Northern Cape. And our students come from those environments. At present, certainly from last year's statistics, over 70%, it's normally between 70 and 80% of our students come from that cohort. Comes from the cohort of NSFAS recipients, and that has also contributed to this increase of students coming to universities like Sol Plaatje.
Crouch says the fact that more young people now have access to higher education is helping break the chains of poverty.
We have done some studies, or had some studies done for us, that if we have graduates from a poor community and they go back to the community, they immediately have an immediate impact on 10 to 15 other people in the community. So it's through universities like Sol Plaatje University that we are breaking that chain of poverty and inequality.
Student leaders at the university agree with this, but say lack of financial resources is proving to be a threat to many young people.
I think all tertiary institutions have one problem in common, and we experience that as well. That is one of our challenges as well. It's financial exclusion. And yes, that's the root of it all, because with financial exclusion comes nutritional problems. You know, you often have unfunded students who don't have anything to eat, they struggle with accommodation, so everything boils down to financial roots. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like money problems, financial, like for instance right now, with this registration, particularly we have financial exclusions because the university just recently introduced new guidelines that would expect students to pay higher amounts to decrease their debts.
Malungelo says when President Cyril Ramaphosa spells out his government plans for the year ahead, he must offer concrete solutions to the funding crisis at universities.
In his next State of the Nation address, I think we should start looking at other solution besides NSFAS. We have to face the fact that at some point NSFAS is going to run dry. So what is going to be our step after that? What are we going to do then? We need to find a solution.
She says that solution will open more access to higher education for many young people in the country and address the issue of financial exclusion. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Malungelo, Booi in Kimberley.